Bright Beauty. Every student matters.
Once we have understood the different variety of foods and about their ingredients, let's answer some questions. The first question is that the chemical substances in food that your body needs are called. Right? Remember, we have discussed about this, that there are different substances like fat, carbohydrates, then protein, right? Vitamins and minerals, all these things, what are they called? Yes, you're right. These are called as the nutrients, right? These are the chemicals which are required by your body for a good functioning, for a better functioning, and to maintain your health, right? The second question is, food gives us dash to do work, right? So what do we need to perform the daily functions that we are doing, your day-to-day activities like studying, playing? What do you need for that, right? We have studied that how food is important. We've talked about how it is required for growth and immune system. Another thing which is very important and food provides us with that is the energy, right? So food provides us with the energy to do work, right? Now, next question. So food gives us what? What does it give us, right? Just now we have talked about it, whether it gives us energy, the food will help us in the growth, or it repairs the body parts, or all of these. That means we have to choose among all these options. So we know that food is essential for us because it provides us energy to do work. It helps us in growth. You see that how small children are fed, protein rich food, and every person needs food for their growth, right? Then also it helps in repairing of the body part. That means it helps us in remaining healthy, and it also helps us in improving our disease resistance, right? So obviously the answer to this question is all of these. That means food helps us by providing us energy. It helps us in growth. Also it helps us by repairing our body parts. So the answer is all of the above, that is all of these. Then the next question is, roti, rice, sambar, vegetables are example of, right? So all of these are what? Are they the ingredients? Are they food? Or are they animal product as food, or all of these, right? So we know that roti, rice, sambar, vegetables, all these are the part of our daily diet, right? Every day you go home, you eat roti, you bring all this to in your tiffin as well, you eat rice, sambar and vegetables every day. So whether it is an ingredient, we have already studied about the definition of ingredient, and we know that ingredient is the substances which come together and make a food. That means they make a dish, right? And that dish can be anything. It can be pulse, it can be dal, it can be any vegetable curry. So definitely these are not the ingredients, because what are these? These are your food material, right? The thing which you eat. Then next is the animal product as food. Definitely this is not animal product, because animal product is anything which we derive from the animal, right? So this is not animal product. What option we are left with? So it is food, right? All these options are the example of the food material that we are eating. Now let's move on to the next question. The next question is, why do we need food? What is the reason that we require food? This question we have discussed in detail, and we have talked about the reasons why there is a requirement of food. Let's enumerate them. Let's find out what are the reasons because of which we require food. First of all, it provides us energy, which helps us in performing different functions, right? So what it does, it provides us energy, which helps us in studying, which helps us in playing, right? It allows us to go from one activity to the other, and it gives us energy for that, right? Then what else is food required for? Then it is required for growth and repair of the body, right? So it is required for growth and repair of body, right? So we want the body to grow healthy, and we want to, for small children, we want the growth to be in their height, in their weight and everything. Also we want the body to remain healthy and free of any wounds. So definitely growth and repair is also done with the help of food. Then the third is the protective nature of the food. That means it protects us from various diseases. right? So if we are eating proper food, we remain healthy because it helps us against different kinds of diseases that might attack us, right? So this is the requirement, this is the need of the food that we are eating, right? So it helps us and protects us from various diseases, and thus it helps us in remaining hale and hearty, right? Now the next question is, what are the ingredients of following items? So first we have dal and then we have potato curry. First let's understand, if you remember, we had talked about what are the ingredients. So ingredients are the substances which come together to make a dish, to make a food material, right? So now we have dal, we have every one of us have eaten dal. So what do we put in the, say, saucepan to make a dal? So we know that we put pulses, right? What else do we put? We put salt, right? And then we put water, right? And different spices to make dal. So these are the ingredients, that means pulses, this is obtained from plant, this is a mineral, then water, spices, all these things are there and they come together to make what? To make dal. Now when we talk about potato curry, then what is the ingredient for this? First of all, we have the potato, right? Then again we have water, right? Then we have onion, tomato. You can always go at your home and ask your mother that what are the things that you put while making any curry, not only potato but any curry. So she will help you out by informing you that okay, I put all these things together, and all these things are called as what? These are called as the ingredients. Then apart from that, salt and then spices, right? So these are different ingredients that come together to make a dish. Now as over here you can see that some of the dishes are quite simple. Say for example, if you talk about boiling rice or boiled rice, we just need water and rice in that, right? Whereas if you talk about potato curry, you see how many ingredients are coming together to make this dish, right? So this is what we know about ingredients, right? So I hope you were able to understand this chapter thoroughly, and with the help of these questions you were able to analyze your understanding of the topic. Let's answer some questions. The first question is, the dash that we drink which comes from cows, buffaloes and goat is an animal product, right? So we want to know that what is that thing which we obtain from cows, buffaloes and goats and we drink it, right? So definitely the answer is milk. If you remember, we have discussed about this in the session that how milk is obtained from cows, buffaloes and goats, and whenever whether it is, if a person is living in a mountain, usually yak is the animal which provides us with milk, and if a person is living in desert, so people also drink camel milk, right? So milk is the animal product that we drink, and it comes from cow, buffalo and goats, right? Then we get sugar from, so we know that this again is a plant product and we get it from the plant called as the sugar cane, right? Then the next question is, the main source of our food are. Again, we have discussed that how there are two things or two living beings which are responsible for providing us with the food. First is your plant, right? So mainly we are dependent on the plant products like your wheat, in the form of cereals like wheat, rice or pulses. Then you have different kinds of vegetables and fruits. And the other product, the other source is the animal, which provides us with products like milk, like eggs, the meat, and also honey, right? So these are the two main sources of the food which are from which we obtain all the food and fulfill our requirements, right? Now next question, which of these is obtained from plants? Out of all of these four options, which of these is obtained from the plant? So we know honey is obtained from honey bee, right? Curd is a dairy product, that means it is obtained from milk. Then obviously this is again an animal product, right? Then rice is what we obtain from plant, right? Whereas egg is again obtained from hen or duck, right? So this is, answer is C, that is rice. Next question, which of these food ingredients do we not get from the plant and animals? So out of all these four, which is the one which we do not get from the animals? So we know wheat is obtained from plant, milk is obtained from animal, again honey is obtained from animal. Whereas salt is something which we obtain from sea. So again, this is a part of our food which is not an animal or the plant product. Now, next question. Animals provide us with dash, dash and dash. So out of these three, what is the thing which animals provide us? So we know there are animals which provide us with meat like hen and goat, right? And then there are animals again which provide us with milk like your cows and buffaloes. Then again the egg is provided by another animal which is again the hen and the ducks, even the turkey for sometimes. So the answer is all of the above. That means animals provide us with meat, milk and eggs, right? Now, let's move on to another question, that is, which animal products are used at your home? Now, this is a question which you can do on your own, and I would request you to go home and discuss it with your parents and see what all things that you are eating. Let's enumerate few over here and then you can make a list of your own. So first of all, always remember animal product is the one where the origin, the source is from an animal. So first thing which we have as a compulsory diet, or everybody is asked to drink it, that is the milk and all the milk products. So what we can write, milk and milk products are one things which we obtain from the animals and are used at our home. So milk and milk products. So what are the milk products? We have curd, right? We have cheese. All of these are used at our homes. Then next is your eggs. Again, this is one of the major source of protein. So this is something which we eat at our homes. Then many people eat meat. So that is again an animal product. Then honey is again utilized by many people for different purposes because again it's a sweetener. So for that also. So these are certain animal products that are used at our home. I would ask you to go home and make your own list and see what all things are there which you are using, and those are animal products.